What is happening, all you sexy YouTube warriors out there? Range Day Bro back at it again, and today we're going to be talking about YouTube censorship of suppressor content, the ATF pistol brace ruling, as well as Joe Biden's State of the Union address where he talks about an assault weapons ban. Let's get into it. All right, guys, as always, I like to start the video off on a positive note. The next time you run into an anti-gun person, stay calm and speak to them in a rational and compassionate way. Show them how much you are passionate about the Second Amendment and entertain their delusional beliefs about why banning guns will make the world a safer place, and then respond calmly with facts. I mean, not even with facts, just with passion and from the heart, because that is what's going to resonate with them more. No one wants to just have facts spit out at them and then they have their own facts and they're always wrong, obviously, but
made up tale. It's a total fabrication. It never happened.
You know, you're not going to win anybody over by just throwing facts at them. So come from the heart and try to bring more people into the Second Amendment community, because that is what's going to ultimately protect us in the long range. We need to start getting people interested in protecting the Second Amendment from a young age, so that when they grow up, they start becoming voters and parents, that they continue to pass on those values to their children, and it just grows from there. All right, if you guys want to support the channel, you can head over to rangedaybro.com, where you can pick up any of the merch that we have, as well as the gun charms, guys. Gun charms, as you see right here, are a really cool way to customize your ARs, AKs, anything that has an unused QD swivel point, which you see right here, and they just snap right in so you can move them around from gun to gun. Here we have the Nintendo 64 controller. 55.6% of every one of these sold. The profit is going to the gun owners of America to fight for gun rights and to abolish the NFA. So go on over. We have 4 designs right now. Check them out. They're great gifts and they're a great cause that we can all get behind. And furthermore, if you guys want to support the channel, you can like, comment, or subscribe. I know it's cheesy, guys, but YouTube's got an ongoing war against gun tubers, as we'll just talk about here in a second. And all those things really do help the algorithms share this video to more people and to then again grow the Second Amendment community, which is the whole goal of the channel, and to protect the Second Amendment. All right, guys, so today's video is going to be a little bit different than anything I typically do on the channel. I try to stay apolitical and really not get into politics. However, recent events have really made that difficult to do.
Ban assault weapons now.
I've had a lot of you guys asking me questions in the comment section, so I feel like I have to just address this. Starting with the YouTube censorship of suppressor content. So to give you guys a little bit more background information, about 2 weeks ago, myself, as well as a lot of other much larger YouTube channels, Mr. Guns and Gear, Brandon Herrera, Garand Thumb, to name a few, which I'm sure you guys have heard of if you're watching my tiny channel, had strikes on their channels, as well as the videos they had up, mostly pertaining to suppressors, and I did as well. So I had a YouTube strike for a video called Dead Air Salmon S Dress Up, as well as the Dead Air Nomad video that I did just on this Dead Air Nomad 30 right here. And I also had a strike on the video where I compared these two. And forgive me, I actually had a warning on the Dead Air Salmon S video, not a strike. But they grouped the 2 strikes where I compared these two and also the Nomad review individually into 1 strike. So they deleted both videos, but they only gave me 1 strike, and they gave me a warning for the Dead Air Salmon S Dress Up video. And the reason this is important was because I was actually going to start this week and remake those suppressor videos. But in fact, YouTube actually went back and undeleted those videos, put them back on the channel. They're live again. And I only still retain 1 warning and 1 deleted video for the Dead Air Salmon S Dress Up video. From watching Mr. Guns and Gear and some other YouTube channels, and from talking to other creators on Instagram and whatnot, I kind of came to the conclusion that YouTube was targeting videos where we were installing but putting on and taking off suppressors. Something like the Dead Air Chemo, it's super easy to put them on and take them off. It's literally just like tightening a nut in a bolt. So you could see how if YouTube was striking that type of behavior in videos, I was doing that tons of times in my videos to show how easy this quick detach system works. And so that's what got us struck down. According to the YouTube guideline strike in the email that I got, you guys could roll it in. I'll roll it in here on the screen so you can see the exact verbiage, but it was modifying or creating a firearm. And as many of you know, putting a suppressor on a firearm is not modifying it. And in fact, they called out any other attachments, and I'm guessing that would include flashlights, optics, all that stuff. However, their censorship and what videos they were targeting were really focused on suppressors, from what I found and from what it sounds like in the community. And so I thought it was important. We want to give credit where credit is due. It sounds like Mr. Guns and Gear and some of the much larger channels had their subscribers reach out to the representatives, who then reached out to YouTube and then they kind of took a step back. I'm not really sure. I never got an email from YouTube saying my videos were reinstated. However, as of today, when I checked, those videos, the Nomad 30 video and the one comparing the two, are back up and live on the channel, which they were not a little bit ago. So that sent everybody into a little bit of panic and a frenzy where a lot of people self-censored, myself included. My Dead Air Sam NK review, I actually went back and deleted any of the clips where I was putting it on or taking it off, which left a lot of weirdness in the video. If you go watch that video, it doesn't make any sense. A lot of other guys straight up deleted a bunch of content, myself included. I deleted the videos where I was installing the SLR Rifle Works rails on my Arsenal AKs. With that being said, now that YouTube has taken the step back, it would be nice to hear from them as to why they did that and kind of their rationale, because we all, as creators, work very hard to bring you guys content. We don't get paid very much. I mean, 80 to 90% of my videos are completely demonetized, so I make very little off YouTube. I do this all for the satisfaction of hearing from you guys and trying to help you guys out. So it would be nice to hear from YouTube as to what their reasoning was, their rationale. Maybe I'm sorry for causing the stress and the panic that they had, but they're way too big and they probably will never do that. But I do want to give credit where credit's due. My videos are back up. For how long, I don't know. And so that brings me to my next point. Moving forward, I'm still going to be not doing these things on camera, putting on a suppressor, putting on attachments. I'm not going to be doing that on camera anymore, just because, just like the ATF, YouTube sometimes flip-flops on their opinions and may go back on that one day and go delete all my videos and have a good reason to delete my channel, which I don't want to give them. And that brings me to my second point, guys, which is the ATF pistol brace ruling. What do I think you guys should do? I get a lot of comments in the comment section. First of all, you're a grown man or woman. You should probably just look deep down at what you believe in and decide what you believe in and how strongly you really feel about that. Now, as far as me, I'm a super big believer in the Second Amendment because my family is a first-generation family here in America. I believe that the Second Amendment is what makes us different and makes us really free men. So I'm kind of a Second Amendment absolutist. I believe we should have full auto machine guns right there, be able to get it same day, all that good stuff. But not everyone feels that way, and that's okay. You just got to decide in your heart what you believe in. Now, as far as what I'm asking you guys to do, I'm not asking you guys to break the law or do anything like that. This is not legal advice. However, I do believe peaceful noncompliance and civil disobedience are the two best options. Really kind of one. In my mind, they're one. But Hopfafile kind of separated them in his video, and I understand why. I think that they go hand in hand. Not complying with tyrannical or unconstitutional laws, and also voicing your opinion about those laws, how they're encroaching on your constitutional rights, and that you're not going to have it.
This house is a fucking prison! I'm playing bullshit!
As much as we can, peacefully organize and make our voices heard, whether that's on the internet, in person, that kind of stuff is going to be huge, because that's the only way we're going to really enact positive change in our direction and show the country and the world that we're not going to stand by while our rights are stripped away from us. So that is my opinion on that. That's just all I'm going to say about it. The rest is up to you guys to decide in your heart of hearts what you believe in, and if you believe in freedom or if you believe in giving up your freedom for the illusion of safety. So I know how most of you guys feel about that, but there's some of you out there who probably chime off in the comment section. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. And then lastly, in the State of the Union, the president said that he is going to ban assault weapons. He said it was a call to arms. Let's ban assault weapons finally. He was talking about how he led the charge in the 80s.
Ban assault weapons now. Ban them now. Once and for all.
Let's go, Brandon.
I led the fight to do that in 1994. In 10 years, that ban was law, mass shootings went down. After we let it expire in the Republican administration, mass shootings tripled. Let's finish the job and ban these assault weapons.
And it was honestly laughable. If you actually believe that banning assault weapon, quote unquote assault weapons, ARs and AKs from law-abiding people like myself and yourself, that's going to curb crime at all is absolutely ludicrous. And it's elementary level thinking. In fact, everybody saw what happened during the assault weapons ban in the 90s. I mean, I was just a child then. Crime did not deteriorate at all. In fact, crime went up. And so I don't really want to get into stats on that, but we all know criminals are not, number one, following laws, and number two, committing the majority of their crimes, or the vast majority of their crimes, with ARs or AKs. They're committing them with pistols. And even in his opening to this big grandiose moment about ban assault weapons now, he was talking about a kid who charged a guy with a pistol, a semi-auto pistol, like not an AR, not an AK, not even a freaking Mosin Nagant. It was a semi-automatic pistol. And then right after that, he starts yelling, "Ban them now, ban assault." I mean, like, it was like ludicrous.
Pointing semi-automatic pistol at him. He thought he was going to die, but he thought about the people inside. And in that instant, he found the courage to act and wrestled a semi-automatic pistol away from the gunman who had already killed 11 people in another dance studio. 11. He saved lives. It's time we do the same. Ban assault weapons now.
The level of mental jiu-jitsu he had to play to make that make sense was off the charts. I will take the same approach to his whole announcement and assault weapons ban proposal, the same way I would take the pistol brace ruling. Absolutely not. Let's just civil disobedience, peaceful non-compliance, and just make our opinions heard and voice our opinions, gather peacefully, and we could use this as an opportunity to turn the narrative around. Like, look at all these law-abiding good people who are great, outstanding members of the community. Some of them are black, some of them are white, some of them are Middle Eastern, some of them are whatever they are, religious, ideology, whatever you are. Guns are for everybody. They're not for any one political party or any one race or color. I believe everyone across the country and across the globe should have the right to keep and bear arms. That's just how I believe it's a God-given right. So with that being said, we can turn this around. We can make this a positive movement for the Second Amendment community, and we could bring people into it instead of pushing them out. Just like I said in the beginning of the video, use it as an opportunity to educate people, to remind them that banning guns from law-abiding people and making laws around guns only affect law-abiding people. They don't affect criminals who are willing to commit murder, which is the most heinous and highest crime you can commit. If you're already willing to do that, you're gonna be willing to break the law to get a AR or break the law to get a pistol or whatever it is. When they start banning ammo and freedom seeds, you're gonna be willing to break the law to get those too, if you're a criminal. Like I said, let's just use some judo, turn their energy that they're trying to throw at us back at them, and turn this into a positive movement, because we could all see the country's going that way. Most recent polls have actually shown that most Americans are not in favor of an assault weapons ban. So this is big, and I think it all has a lot to do with the millennials growing up right now. Bring those millennials in, take them under your wing, take them shooting, don't make them feel dumb, all that good shit. And we should have a much stronger force fighting for the Second Amendment community into the future. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap up the video for today. Thank you so much for staying to the end of the video. If it's your first time here, please like, comment, or subscribe if you're already subscribed. And thank you for your loyalty, you sexy YouTube warriors. And until next time, stay safe, stay dangerous. Range Day Bro, out.